This might be the most underrated tablet for note-taking. The Lenovo Tab P12 might just be the hidden gem you have been missing. I'm going to focus on what it's like taking notes on this device, especially while using the Lenovo P12. So don't miss this video, as today we're taking a deep dive into the educational as well as the professional aspect of this tab. So my name is Prithviraj and I create videos on productivity, tech and life. Let's start with the tablet itself. The Lenovo Tab P12 might not grab the same headlines as an iPad or the Samsung Tab, but please don't underestimate this one. It offers an incredible price to performance ratio for anyone who is looking for a solid Android tablet. It's got a 12.7-inch 3K display with a resolution of 1814x2944 pixels, and the LCD screen is pretty vibrant. You're gonna have a great time binge watching your favorite content on Netflix and YouTube. No issues with the entertainment side of things. The larger display also makes it perfect for note-taking, as you have more screen real estate to work with, and the most convenient aspect is that you have more room for split-screen multitasking. So if you're a student, you can very easily multitask between your PDFs and your notes app quite nicely. It will make your life much more easier that way. Before we move on to the note-taking aspect, let us discuss the performance of this tablet. Under the hood, the Tab P12 is powered by MediaTek Dimensity 750 chipset, which is basically an octa-core CPU. It has 8 gigs of RAM and we have two storage options, one with 128 gigs and the other one with 256 gigs. And not to forget, the storage is expandable thanks to the microSD card slot. It supports a microSD card up to 1 TB, so yeah, that's a great addition to be honest. For a tablet that lies under the budget segment, the specs are actually quite impressive, I must say. And when it comes to the real-world experience, the Tab P12 handles all the day-to-day tasks like web browsing, checking emails and watching videos quite nicely. It's snappy and responsive for most casual users. I faced no major issues while switching between apps or even while playing games. I ran them on medium settings, so didn't really face any issues, but it definitely started to struggle when we maxed out the graphics. Alright, what I mostly want to point out is the stylus experience. So now let's talk about the Lenovo P12, which is honestly one of the most underrated stylus that's out there. Lenovo doesn't really market this enough, but this stylus is a game changer, I must say, specifically at this price point. The grip is very comfortable and it feels substantial in your hand. It's almost like holding a real pen, and it's also super lightweight in comparison with the other alternatives that we have. You can control the thickness of your lines just by adjusting the pressure. Latency minimal, I must say. You'll barely notice any delay between pen stroke and your digital mark appearing on your screen, which is crucial for anyone who wants a natural writing flow. But I won't say there is no latency at all, but using certain apps, I actually faced none. We'll be talking about this aspect a little later. Alright, so I need to point this thing out. The Lenovo P12 doesn't charge us magnetically. Rather, you'll have to charge it via the USB Type-C cable. And the position of the Type-C port really made me sad, I must say. This is mostly because ever since my childhood, I really had this bad habit, and that was chewing my pen. And that is exactly where the Type-C port lies, so yeah, it kinda made me sad as I can't really chew my Lenovo stylus. Definitely not risking that, but jokes aside, let us talk about the writing experience here. The writing felt super smooth using the Lenovo P12, but the aspect where I faced a bit of an issue was the palm rejection aspect. In some of the apps, I was really getting all those unwanted dots because of my palm, and in some apps, they were totally fine. Many apps actually offer a feature where you can enable the palm rejection factor, and it will get rid of that using its software. For example, Clip Studio Paint. It's one of the most popular apps for digital art. I was getting all these weird palm dots there, but after I enabled this feature, it was a lot better in comparison. Also, please consider hitting the subscribe button. We are very close to hitting 100k subscribers and your support would mean the world to me. Now moving on to the actual note-taking experience, and this is where the Lenovo Tab P12 and the P12 actually shines. Most of the time I'm using apps like Notewise, Nebo and OneNote for taking notes and brainstorming ideas. The apps ran smoothly on the Tab P12 with no noticeable lag while switching between apps or using the split screen mode. In Notewise, the P12 performs fantastically. You can quickly jot down notes, highlight sections or even sketch out diagrams. You can of course import PDFs on this app and take book notes directly inside this app. The palm rejection aspect works here well, to be honest. You can rest your hand on the screen while writing and it won't interfere with what you are doing. I previously created a dedicated video on Notewise, so I'll be leaving its link in the description box below the like button, so please check it out if you're interested. And same for Nebo as well. The overall experience was great using this app, and Nebo really excels in the handwriting to text conversion aspect, I must say. But why do I keep calling the Lenovo P12 as underrated? Because while it might not have a flashy reputation of the Apple Pencil or the Samsung S Pen, it surely holds its term in terms of functionality and ease of use, and that too without that premium price tag. So for someone like me who needs a reliable and accurate stylus for writing and sketching, this tablet and the pen combo is one of the best budget options out there. I have tried out various tablets, but because of the screen size, it makes it more versatile, and at this budget price point, it really delivered far beyond my expectations. So are there any downsides? Well, if you had to nitpick on this, this, the Lenovo Pen Plus doesn't magnetically attach to your tablet like that of the Apple Pencil or the OnePlus Tab. So you'll have to keep an eye on this so you don't misplace this by accident. Also, while writing, the latency is low, but it's not as ultra responsive as some of the high-end styluses that we have. But that's a minor trade-off out there, I must say, at this given price. Also, as I previously mentioned, there are some issues with the palm rejection on certain apps. Of course, you can totally eliminate that using any of the premium note-taking apps out there, but that's one additional cost. You have to keep that in mind. So what's the verdict? Is the Lenovo Tab P12 and the Pen Plus combo worth it for note-taking? And I must say, absolutely. For note-taking purpose, I must say it's hands down one of the best options out there you can get. It's like the perfect midpoint, as it offers great productivity potential as well as it has great potential for the entertainment side of things as well. And I must say the Pen Plus stylus deserves a lot more recognition that it already has. It's quite an underrated duo with the Tab P12, but if you have a higher budget and you are looking for an overall better experience, then you can check out some other devices like the Galaxy Tab S9 FE Plus or even the iPad 10 Gen for that matter. So if you would be interested in them, let me help you in that aspect. Click here on this video to check out the comparison between the iPad 10 Gen and the Galaxy Tab S9 FE Plus. See you there.